The world falls silent when night descends. Stars bloom above like ancient eyes, unblinking and wise. Between each breath of the sleeping earth, something stirs, soft, patient, eternal. He moves unseen. Morpheus, the keeper of endless night, the dreamsmith of forgotten worlds. He walks where no mortal feet have tread, shaping shadows into stories, sighs into visions. Dreams drift from his hands like petals on an invisible tide, each one fragile, perfect, fleeting. He knows every dreamer by heart, the hopeful, the haunted, the restless. He listens to their whispers, the echoes of longing that ripple through the dark. Every night he builds a bridge between the living and the unseen, a kingdom of silence where the soul remembers what the mind forgets. Here, time dissolves. Here, reality bends to wonder. He is not cruel. He is not kind. He simply is, the pulse between light and oblivion. And tonight, as the world surrenders to slumber, his work begins again. Close your eyes. Breathe. Let the darkness carry you home. This is the realm of Morpheus, the keeper of endless night. The world falls silent when night descends. Stars bloom above like ancient eyes, unblinking and wise. Between each breath of the sleeping earth, something stirs, soft, patient, eternal. He moves unseen. Morpheus, the keeper of endless night, the dreamsmith of forgotten worlds. He walks where no mortal feet have tread, shaping shadows into stories, sighs into visions. Dreams drift from his hands like petals on an invisible tide, each one fragile, perfect, fleeting. He knows every dreamer by heart, the hopeful, the haunted, the restless. He listens to their whispers, the echoes of longing that ripple through the dark. Every night he builds a bridge between the living and the unseen, a kingdom of silence where the soul remembers what the mind forgets. Here, time dissolves. Here, reality bends to wonder. He is not cruel. He is not kind. He simply is, the pulse between light and oblivion. And tonight, as the world surrenders to slumber, his work begins again. Close your eyes. Breathe. Let the darkness carry you home. This is the realm of Morpheus, the keeper of endless night. There is a place beyond the edge of waking, a realm untouched by time or sorrow. It breathes in rhythm with the sleeping world, vast and alive, the architecture of dreams. No walls, no ceilings, only thoughts rising into form, emotion shaping horizon. Morpheus stands at its center, where silence hums and stars bow their heads. Here, imagination is the only law. Here, every dreamer is a builder. Mountains made of laughter, oceans woven from memory, skies lit by forgotten love. He walks through corridors of color and shadow, each turn a heartbeat, each breath a world. Dreams bloom and fade in endless motion, as if creation itself exhales and inhales. He watches a child's dream, bright as dawn, filled with rivers of wonder and winged creatures. He listens to an old soul's slumber, slow, deep, laced with nostalgia and half-remembered songs. Every dream is a reflection of its maker, sculpted from fears, joys, and quiet wishes. Morpheus does not judge. He only arranges the pieces, giving form to the chaos within. He paints the unseen, each hue born from emotion, each shape from thought unspoken. Sometimes the dreams collide. A city turns into an ocean. A song becomes a storm. Yet even in their turmoil, they are beautiful. They are truth in its rawest form. Through this labyrinth, Morpheus moves like a whisper, unseen but always near. His touch steadies the trembling visions. His gaze softens the restless dark. He knows the language of dreams, the syntax of silence, the grammar of emotion. To him, the dream realm is a living mosaic, shifting, infinite, delicate as breath. He collects the fragments that fall, weaving them into constellations above. Each star in that eternal sky is a dream once dreamt, now resting in quiet light. When the dreamers wake, their creations dissolve, leaving traces in their souls. A scent, a sound, a fleeting image of something both strange and familiar. They call it imagination. But Morpheus knows. It is memory, born of his realm. In this place, the heart finds what the world denies. Here, the spirit remembers. No pain, no fear, only reflection and becoming. The dreamer is both creator and creation. And Morpheus watches, eternal, patient, sculptor of the unseen. This is his masterpiece, the boundless architecture of dreams, ever rising, never still. There are nights when Morpheus searches for dreamers who no longer dream. They lie beneath the same stars, yet their minds are quiet, untouched by wonder. Their eyes close, but no visions come. Only darkness, only silence. They are the forgotten dreamers, lost between sleep and waking. Once, they painted the night with colors unknown, danced with impossible skies. Now, their dreams have turned to dust, buried beneath the weight of their days. Morpheus feels their absence, a hollow echo in the vastness of his realm. He walks among the remnants of their forgotten worlds, cracked mirrors, faded echoes. Here once stood a garden of laughter. Now only still air remains. There once flowed a river of hope. Now only the shadow of its sound lingers. He kneels beside their fading memories, tracing the outlines of what used to be. Every silence tells a story. Every emptiness holds a name. He does not wake them, nor does he mourn. He listens, for even the dreamless still whisper, deep beneath their stillness. They whisper of longing, of something missing but unnamed. And so, Morpheus answers in the only way he can, with fragments of light. He sends ripples through their slumber, soft as breath, bright as forgiveness. A scent from childhood, a voice once loved, a memory that hums like a heartbeat. Little by little, the forgotten begin to stir. A flicker of color, a tremor in the dark, a spark within the silence. Some turn away, afraid of what they've lost. Others reach toward it, trembling. Morpheus waits. He does not rush what must awaken in its own time. He knows that every dream reborn is a piece of the soul returned. He walks among them, unseen, carrying fragments of their former wonder. One by one, he gathers these lost lights, setting them adrift across his sky. They burn faintly, but they burn. They remind the night that nothing is ever truly gone. And when morning comes, a few will wake with tears they do not understand. A warmth in their chest, a word on their tongue, the feeling of being found again. Morpheus watches from afar, silent as dawn. He knows the truth. The dream never dies. It only waits to be remembered. For every heart that forgets how to dream, there is a part of him that keeps dreaming still. Beyond the fields of dreaming lies a place few have seen, the library of slumber. It stretches beyond horizon and memory, boundless and weightless. Shelves rise like mountains of glass, each filled with books that breathe. Every book holds a dream once lived, a night's story, a soul's reflection. Some glow faintly, whispering to themselves. Others sleep in perfect silence. Morpheus walks its endless aisles, the sound of his steps softer than thought. He runs his fingers along the spines of dreams, feeling their pulse, their warmth. Here lies a child's first flight, wrapped in laughter and golden air. There rests a mother's dream of peace, glowing like a candle that never dies. Every dream is preserved, even the broken ones, even the feared. For in his eyes, every vision has worth, every echo, a purpose. He opens a book and the air shimmers. An ocean rises, a star is born. He reads not with eyes, but with memory, recalling the dreamer's heartbeat. Some pages are stained with sorrow, others scented with joy. Each tells the story of someone reaching beyond themselves, even if, for a moment. He remembers them all, the lovers who dreamed of forever, the lost who found solace. He does not alter their words. He only guards them from the erosion of forgetting. The library hums softly as if alive, breathing in rhythm with the sleeping world. Its walls shimmer with the light of uncountable memories. Here, time is patient. Here, nothing truly ends. Morpheus pauses before a shelf of unwritten tomes, blank and waiting. These belong to those who have not yet dreamed, whose stories are still untold. He smiles, faint and knowing. Every night brings a new volume to his care. Outside, the world turns and sighs, unaware of the vast archive within their sleep. When a dreamer wakes, the book closes gently, waiting for their return. Some return often, others only once in a lifetime, but none are lost, not truly. For the library remembers what mortals forget. Morpheus moves through the hall of whispers, where dreams murmur their secrets. They speak of love, of fear, of the fragile courage to hope again. He listens, and the library glows brighter, its light spilling into the void. For each dream, kept safe is a promise, an assurance that imagination endures. When he departs, the shelves shimmer once more, alive with silent gratitude. The library of slumber sleeps again, guarding eternity in gentle breath. And Morpheus walks onward, carrying their dreams within his endless night. There are moments when dreamers awaken too soon. The thread breaks before the pattern is complete. The dream unravels, scattering fragments across their waking mind. Faces blur, words vanish, skies dissolve into pale daylight. Yet something lingers, a taste, a sound, a feeling that refuses to fade. They open their eyes, heart still racing, searching for what they've lost. It slips through their grasp like smoke, but it remains, faint and haunting. Morpheus watches from afar, the faintest trace of a smile upon his lips. He knows these fragments are his messengers, small echoes of the infinite. They drift into waking hours, whispering through thought and memory. A melody hums from nowhere. A scent carries nostalgia with no name. A place never seen feels suddenly familiar, like a forgotten promise. Humans call it déjà vu, but Morpheus calls it the voice of unfinished dreams. He sends these pieces gently, never forcing, never revealing their origin. They move like seeds, waiting for the right moment to bloom again. Sometimes they awaken creativity. A painter sees colors that never existed. A writer dreams of words before the page. A wanderer feels drawn to unknown lands. These are the dreamers who listen, who follow the whisper through daylight. They chase the fragments, not knowing they chase Morpheus himself. Others dismiss it, a fleeting trick, a glitch in thought. Yet even they are touched. For the mind never truly forgets a dream. It hides it deep, safe from reason. Morpheus visits them again when the sun sets, repairing what was left undone. He weaves the missing pieces into new forms, familiar yet strange. And when they sleep again, they find themselves walking in echoes. A door they had not opened before now stands waiting, glowing faintly. They step through, breath held, remembering without knowing why. In that instant, the dream continues, seamless, as if never broken. Morpheus stands in the distance, the architect watching his design fulfilled. He understands the rhythm of imperfection, that even incompletion has beauty. For some dreams are meant to linger unfinished, to haunt the edges of memory. They keep the dreamer searching, creating, longing for what lies beyond sight. That longing itself is a gift, the ember that keeps imagination alive. So when you wake with a feeling you cannot name, a sorrow you cannot place, know that somewhere in the endless night, Morpheus still waits for you. Your dream is not lost. It only wanders, patient and luminous. And when the hour is right, he will call you back, to finish what was begun. Beneath the silver glow of the moon, the shadows begin to stir. They are the hidden half of dreams, the echoes of fear, doubt, and loss. Morpheus walks among them, calm and unafraid, for he knows their purpose. Not all dreams are kind, not all light is gentle. Darkness, too, has a voice. It speaks in whispers that tremble through the heart, soft but unrelenting. The dreamers call them nightmares, yet Morpheus calls them teachers. They are not punishments, but reflections, truths too heavy for daylight. He moves through fields of shifting smoke, where shapes twist and reform. Here dwell the fears unspoken, the faces turned away from waking eyes. He listens, and the darkness hums, full of sorrow, yet strangely beautiful. Every shadow is born from light, every nightmare from a forgotten wound. A child dreams of falling. A soldier runs through endless corridors. A mother searches for a voice she cannot reach. The pain is real, but so is hope. Morpheus does not erase their fear. He guides them through it, gently, silently. He reminds them that courage is not found in safety, but in survival. Each time a dreamer faces their shadow, a new star ignites in his sky. He collects them, one by one, tiny sparks born from the ashes of fear. The darkness bends to his will, not in defeat, but in understanding. He shapes the nightmare into meaning, the chaos into calm. Through him, the dreamer learns that even pain can create light. In the heart of every storm lies a seed of renewal, waiting to bloom. Morpheus whispers to the shadows, and they quiet, finding rest once more. He knows they are part of the balance, the necessary weight of night. Without them, dreams would be hollow, stripped of depth and truth. He walks until he reaches the edge of the abyss, where silence is absolute. There he pauses, listening to the heartbeat of the dream realm itself. It is slow, steady, eternal. Half light, half shadow. One endless rhythm. He closes his eyes, and the darkness folds back into itself, gentle and complete. For Morpheus understands what few remember. Fear is not the enemy of peace. It is the beginning of understanding, the test before awakening. And when the dreamer wakes, they carry a fragment of that strength within them. A quiet knowing that they have faced the night and found themselves whole. So the next time the shadows visit, remember, they come not to harm, but to heal. They are the hands of Morpheus himself, teaching the soul how to see in the dark. There are those who do not simply dream, they listen. They follow the voice within the mist. They are the dreamers who dared, mortals who turned vision into reality. Morpheus watches them with quiet pride, for they carry fragments of his realm into the waking world. Each dream they receive becomes a spark, a seed waiting for light to touch it. A painter wakes with colors no eye has seen, hands trembling with inspiration. A musician hears a melody born of stars and silence, echoing through their mind. A scientist sees patterns in chaos. A poet finds language for the unseen. They wake bewildered, hearts racing, unsure if it was dream or revelation. Morpheus does not answer them. He only smiles, for creation is its own proof. He knows that dreams are not meant to stay in the dark. They are bridges to becoming. And so, these chosen few walk between worlds, half asleep, half awake. They stumble, fall, rise again, guided by whispers they cannot name. Through them, the dream realm breathes into existence, shaping the mortal world anew. Every invention, every song, every act of courage begins as a dream unforgotten, a whisper of Morpheus woven into the soul of the daring. He walks beside them unseen, steadying their hand when fear returns. For even creators are haunted by doubt, the fear that the dream was never real. But he knows the truth. Nothing imagined is ever lost. It only waits to be realized. When the world mocks them, when their visions are dismissed as madness, he stands near. He sends a breath of silence, a moment of calm, a flicker of belief. And they continue, not knowing they walk with a god in their shadow. Some succeed, and their dreams reshape history. Others fail, but their spark endures. For in the realm of Morpheus, even failure becomes creation. Even loss bears fruit. The world remembers these dreamers long after they are gone. Their visions linger in stone, in sound, in stories told by firelight. And each night, Morpheus gathers the echoes of their dreams once more. He binds them into constellations, so others may find their way through darkness. Every star above is a dream fulfilled, a soul that dared to imagine. He looks upon them with quiet reverence, the brave, the restless, the inspired. For they are proof that dreams are not fragile, they are eternal. They move between gods and mortals, between thought and being. And Morpheus whispers into the night, "Dream and dare. The world is waiting." The night deepens, and still, Morpheus does not rest. He is the eternal vigil, the watchful pulse beneath the world's dreaming. While mortals surrender to sleep, he remains awake within their slumber. Each soul a light in his endless sky, each dream a thread in his vast design. He moves through them like wind through reeds, silent, unseen, yet ever present. Millions of minds breathing in unison, woven together by unseen hands. He feels the tremors of every heart, the rise and fall of emotion and thought. From the joyous laughter of a child to the quiet ache of an old man's sleep. He guards them all, not as a ruler, but as a keeper of harmony. The dream realm hums softly beneath his care, vast yet fragile as starlight. Every thought born in the dark ripples outward, shaping the rhythm of night. Morpheus listens to these ripples, hearing what mortals cannot hear. The sighs of memory, the murmur of forgotten love, the hum of endless creation. He adjusts the balance, softens a storm here, kindles a spark there. He knows that even dreams can falter, tangled by grief or fear. So he watches, patient, eternal, tending to each thread like a gardener of shadows. His eyes, brighter than constellations, reflect the totality of all that dreams. Through him, the night itself stays alive, breathing, shimmering, endless. No prayer is spoken to him, no altar built in his name, yet all souls touch him nightly. He asks for nothing, takes nothing, yet gives the gift of renewal with each dusk. He is the unseen guardian of rest, the maker of peace between chaos and dawn. And though none may see him, all feel his hand, the stillness before sleep, the calm after tears. Even the stars seem to bend toward his passage, recognizing their kin in him. For Morpheus, too, is a light bound in shadow, a being of quiet purpose. He knows that without rest, the world would crumble under its own weight. Without dreams, humanity would forget its soul. So he keeps watch, unseen, unthanked, unending. His vigil stretches across eternity, an unbroken silence filled with meaning. And when the first blush of dawn approaches, he does not flee. He lingers in the fading dark, listening as dreams dissolve into waking sighs. He smiles, not in pride, but in peace, for his work is never finished, yet always whole. The dreamers stir, the sun rises, the world begins again. And still, Morpheus remains, keeper of balance, watcher of the fragile night. Until the stars return, and his endless vigil begins once more. Morning arrives like a slow awakening of the world. The horizon blushes with pale gold. The song of dawn breaks the quiet rhythm of night. Dreams begin to fade. They slip through the fingers of the mind, dissolving into fragments of light. Morpheus feels the change, the hum of the dream realm softening, receding. He stands at the border where night surrenders to day, calm and unhurried. One by one, the dreams close their eyes, folding into silence. The cities of mist collapse into memory. Oceans of starlight evaporate. He gathers the remnants gently, as a keeper would gather fallen petals. For nothing is lost. It only transforms. Every dream is a cycle, not an end. The dreamers stir, their breaths shifting from wonder to waking. They blink against the sunlight, unaware of the world they've just left behind. Yet in their hearts, something lingers, a calm, a spark, a whisper of elsewhere. They do not know it, but Morpheus smiles upon them, unseen and eternal. He watches as they rise, walk, speak, and forget. Forgetfulness is his gift as much as dreaming, for without it, the mind would drown. The weight of infinite visions would break the fragile walls of reason. So he lets them forget, that they may live, love, and return each night anew. He whispers farewell to each departing soul, soft as the last echo of rain. Go, little dreamer, he murmurs, and wake in peace. You will find me again. As daylight strengthens, his realm begins to fade like mist over calm water. The last stars dim, the sky brightens, and silence deepens in his absence. But even as he withdraws, the rhythm of dreams does not cease. It only hides beneath the hum of life, waiting for twilight's call. In every heartbeat, In every pause of thought, he remains, a memory just out of reach. For Morpheus is not bound by night alone. He dwells also in the spaces between. In the moments of stillness when the world holds its breath, he listens. And when dusk returns, he will open the gates once more. The dreamers will cross the threshold again, unaware they have done so countless times. Each night a rebirth, each dream a return to the infinite. He closes his eyes and the stars within him begin to rest. Another night has ended, another dawn has come, and though the world believes the dream has died, Morpheus knows the truth. Dreams do not die. They wait, patient as the sea, for the dark to call them home. When the night returns, Morpheus rises once more from the heart of the void. The stars awaken to greet him, their light trembling in quiet reverence. He moves through the firmament like a sigh, gathering the pieces of slumber. The world below slows again, its noise dimming beneath the weight of dusk. He breathes, and the air between realms softens. The gate of dreams opens. It is time to begin anew, the endless circle of creation and forgetting. Morpheus stands at the center of infinity, surrounded by the hum of countless minds. He feels their longing, their fatigue, their fragile hope. And from these, he shapes the first dreams of night. A child learns to fly. A lover meets the lost. A wanderer finds peace in silence. Every dream becomes a gift, intimate, secret, and sacred. He weaves them together into a vast tapestry, glowing with faint silver light. This is his offering to the world, a sanctuary within the storm of existence. In his realm, no fear lasts forever. No sorrow remains unchanged. Every nightmare softens, every joy deepens, every heart finds a reflection of itself. Through dreams, mortals remember their truest selves, unshackled by time or body. They see what they have forgotten, the beauty of being, the grace of simply existing. And Morpheus watches, not as a god above, but as a keeper beside. He does not command. He listens. He does not rule. He restores. His power is gentleness, his dominion compassion. He knows the dream is not escape, but revelation, a mirror turned inward. Each night he gathers the fragments of broken souls and gives them back their light. For in every dream lies a truth too pure for the waking world. He sees the universe reflected in their hearts and knows they are infinite. When the first light of dawn touches the edge of his realm, he pauses. He gazes upon the billions of souls wrapped in their quiet renewal. And though he must let them go again, he feels no sorrow. For he knows the night will always return, and so will they. He whispers one final blessing into the fading dark. Dream boldly. Live gently. Remember, you are made of stars. The wind carries his words across the waking world, soft as a promise. And as day rises, Morpheus fades once more into the hush between heartbeats. He is the unseen thread that binds sleep and life, memory and hope, the keeper of endless night, the silent god of wonder. And though no one speaks his name, every soul belongs to him when they close their eyes.